If at any time, guys, you can't hear... Ryan's here. Yes. Spencer. I'm glad we got you, Ryan. If at any time we're louder than the video, let us know. We'll turn the video up and we'll hold back. Corey left us. He ain't responding. I wore my shirt for him today.
Well, if you are just now joining us, yeah, we are Nartech Gaming, and we missed a new Halo that looks like it got the crowd riled up. So let's see what else they have to show.
With Halo Infinite, we will join Master Chief on his greatest adventure yet to save humanity.
Oh, where have we heard that before?
We're now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming. We can't wait to show you what Creativity Unleashed looks like for you. So to all the gamers around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater, welcome to E3 2018. I'd like to personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest.
Interesting. They have like a LAN tournament set up behind them or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
100%
Are they going to play
of the
Halo on
proceeds
stage? That
from
would
your
be sick,
FanFest
honestly.
tickets
Depends
are
on what it
going
is.
to Gamers Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite worlds.
That's
it's a
cool.
great cause. That's
Good on
what I
them.
appreciate most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us. It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition and our deepest conversations about the stories within games. Most of all, gaming fosters real community. It reaches across age, ability, race, gender, and geography. This is why I've always believed, and will always believe, that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold stories that inspire the hero within us. Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are delivering the art form we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from big studios to single developers, creators who seize the full power and potential of Xbox One to express their most daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work, and ours. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres.
I'm excited.
Some will be first-timers on
15
this
world
stage,
premieres.
and
Yeah,
others
dude,
will be
50
first-timers on
games?
any
My
stage.
God.
All are imagined by the industry's greatest
You missed
talents.
Halo
All
Infinite,
demonstrate
Josh.
what true artisans can create.
We don't know what it is, but
Mind-blowing
I'm
art,
sure we'll see it. I hope we see it.
immersive sound effects, breathtaking worlds. So let's jump in.
Yes, Dylan, we did. It actually looks
with
kinda cool.
exclusivity. Right, Steve? Yeah, I mean, they're being very, very careful with their wording. I'll give them that.
Yeah, especially after last year.
Hey, bump up the speakers just a tad. Hey, new Ori.
We saw this last year.
I know, but I'm saying, footage, because they just announced it like a ghost announced.
Oh, no, I know.
What we learned is that Halo is technically part of the Bioshock franchise because, there's always a Booker and there's always a...
No. Yeah, Richard said he said the same thing last year, and look how it turned out. I hope they learn from their mistakes. They really did.
Art style for this game is just literally, it's beautiful.
No,
The
no.
first one was too.
Dude, first one was great.
It's almost got that UV art style that I really liked about the newest Rayman games.
Yeah, that colorful art style that pops.
That almost looks slightly like hand-drawn, but not quite. Like, not like Sundered, where it's fully hand-drawn, you can tell, but...
There were some parts in the first one, too, that were pretty challenging. It was fun. I'm trying to remember what this one was called. Yeah.
It really does. It looks very beautiful. This is a game that I'm probably going to get on PC. I'm glad that the Play Anywhere initiative is there.
Ryan, no, it does not look... Oh. Wait, what?
He says it looks incredible.
I'm 99% trying to stroke. I swear that said terrible.
Yeah, the Will of the Wisp. That's what it was,
yeah. I'm excited.
2019, that
day
seems
one
reasonable.
day one PC
now,
buy for me.
I'm surprised they didn't give it early or anything, considering they showed it last year, but that's okay.
This is what they need to do. They need to do games after games after games. They don't need
World premiere.
If they've got
last year was good in terms.
The voiceover's back in full effort.
And this is the new Assassin's Creed.
Is it?
Or
is it the new Tomb Raider?
I'm guessing.
Or is this the From game?
Oh, it is.
Tenchu. Wasn't it talked about loosely for them?
That looks like the Dark Souls 3 engine, doesn't it?
A little bit.
So you're awake. Looks like
this is it.
Not
hand.
Your fate.
I can't believe they got this.
Yet.
From Software.
Yep. I
can't believe they got the Activision.
Some time has passed since I found you.
So is it Tenchu by From Software?
Lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline.
That's definitely the Dark Souls 3 engine.
Hold on. We gotta see what this is, dude.
Something more.
No, I'm marking out my bingo card.
Useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth.
Oh, it'll be multi-platform. There's no way this will be exclusive. This looks awesome.
Well, I say Dark Souls 3 engine. Maybe not.
Your death won't come easily.
This must have been the Shadows Die Twice general teaser.
Yeah, because you saw his hand. That's what the thing that was cranking in the first show was his arm.
Yeah, okay. I understand. This really does look badass. A little Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Okay. I'm down. It's a little, like, the fact that it's coming after Neo is a little, man.
I'm a little let down that that's not Bloodborne 2.
But, dude, that's really sick looking. Good for them for even just getting that on the stage.
Bethesda Game Studios.
Now, Activision's really surprising, but I guess not. Todd Howard, so we're going to see 76 here. Surprised us not saving it for tonight, but we'll see. Maybe they'll give this the big showing here and then Rage 2 the big showing at the Bethesda.
That's possible.
Even if that's multi-platform, I gotta say, good on them. I mean, really.
It's great to see everybody again.
We'll see.
Actually, the Bethesda event is a few hours right after this, across the street. And Phil said to me, I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by? And look, I know Phil is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind.
You want to read that Morrowind remake?
Now backwards compatible.
I know it's not, because it's showing all the Fallout.
And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4. And now, we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4 launching today.
Oh, cool.
Good for them. Good move. Making Game Pass more, value.
And hey, since we're here, we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look at Fallout 76.
I'm down. I'm brown, Cal. I don't know that's how the phrase goes, but whatever.
Yes, Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games.
I knew it.
And it is
Everybody
the
knew
biggest
that
one
song.
yet.
Calm down.
It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Oh, wait.
Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
Tell me it's not the Forge engine again. I know it is, but...
Of course it's common knowledge, Corey.
Hey,
what's
Petey. Get you some Fallout love here. Fallout 76. 4 times bigger than 4, though. That game was massive, so wow.
I'm worried if that's for multiplayer reasons that I'm hoping
I think so too, but we'll see.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you.
No.
So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.
Oh, what's up, Matt?
Oh, hey, Matt.
Okay, so we're seeing outside.
Join us for the potential goodness of what this may be.
June 15th, pre-order date. The way he said build the vault.
Yeah, but see, look, this is happening after.
This is fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of good variety so far.
There we go, getting him off with the white lady vibes.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Well, we know that doesn't work.
No, it's just I'm curious because they keep focusing on building.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
That's that classic armor right there.
Oh, yeah. So are they going to go into what it is, or are they going to wait?
Give me some nuggets.
That's what I'm waiting to see.
World premiere.
Well, hopefully we'll see more at Bethesda.
Okay.
If we don't see more at Bethesda,
a little bit of a tease, but that's okay.
I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you, and I don't know.
Square.
Yeah, this is Life is Strange 2.
Oh, is it really? Yeah.
And I don't know.
I feel.
Where
this is not
begin.
Yep.
It's just me, Captain Spirit. This is Chris to the Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted.
Getting some Toy Story vibes.
Breakfast.
Okay, Dad.
Now, what I'm curious, because they were working on a sequel, but I don't think it's going to be a sequel including Max and Chloe.
I always get picked last for a team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency!
You're too weak to fight me.
This time, you won't get away from me. I miss Mom's smile.
Me too.
nobody's friend.
You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
Yeah, you know, Richard, I'm excited for this because of how much I liked the first Life is Strange.
I think it's cute.
I think this is good for them, and I think it has a chance of being very good.
Wow. 100%. So Jonathan called it. I wonder, I guess that was leaked earlier, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
Exclusive.
I don't know, maybe not. He said it was free. He said unless it's free.
Commander Jack on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3.
Please don't spend a lot of time on this, in my opinion.
Unless it's an actual solid... They don't have a release date for it, do they?
From what we've seen, it's leaked to be the 22nd of February.
What is that with 222?
We will see.
Somebody give me my jam.
Can you make it full screen for us? Thank you.
It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming.
Jonathan said crack down his shit. Love.
I know.
Grab more, grow more. Nama. Bigger. Jackson! Then you need that firepower. Homing rocket gun, bullseye. Vortex cannon, see ya. Graviton tether. Have you two met? And the most powerful weapon of all, me. And then I roll out like a boss. I can push off fools, pull up the side of a building, or even bust out my very own tank. Oh,
that's kind of cool.
Boom, shakalaka! Man, these bad guys just won't quit. They got mad scientists, and a master plan. Here we go! The hits just keep on coming. Boom! Whack, mother!
Nope. Can't swear on anything.
Down 3.
February, so being vague a little bit with it, probably so they get wiggle room because of that. Because of the whole couple games coming in.
We will take back our world from the
the year was leaked earlier.
Yeah, you need to pick that up. Here, play it.
Not a game for me, Crackdown, to be honest. It's one of those, it's more about the fun of chaos in the world. So, Good for them, though. I mean, it looked okay. So, and the destruction looked pretty good. I like Sumo Digital. I may end up giving it a try if I get it for cheap on PC. But
get that good old Metro.
And the skies rained missiles.
Now, I'm
and the
stoked to see
ground
this.
burned to ash. And the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door.
Akuto, you see that Fallout? You like it?
Iron steed standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen.
Let's move out, Artyom.
My boy Artyom coming back. I'm going to be talking like a Russian for like at least a month after this game. I did it last time, too. Oh, this looks beautiful.
Oh my gosh. The moon, though. That was unusual, but...
Oh.
Okay, I'm glad those are back. Wouldn't feel in Metro without having to swap your gas mask every 30 seconds.
They want blood, they will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
Sorry guys, it's not cool.
Oh, this looks so good.
It does. Ooh, the little gargoyle demons are back.
And if the heretics come for our lives. We will stand firm.
It does. No, this is it. I was going to say that this looks like what I wish Fallout looked like. And I know that sounds a little bad, and they are kind of different, but they are similar in the sense that they are about nuclear fallout. And I got to say, this actually has me much more excited than Fallout.
What's the date? March?
February 22nd. Oh my God.
What is going on?
Woo!
What is going on?
No, you are kidding me.
What is going on?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Anthem looks cool, but
Metro had
I'm taking my vacation.
Metro's gonna be before
brutal
everything.
landscapes and its mystery of the
You do
ruins
need to go back and play
above
Metro. Last Light and
What I
the
love
first one are
about
awesome.
our art form is the vast range of creative expression, from grim post-apocalyptic battles to hand-painted spirit guardians. Whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell,
Corey, go back and
whatever
play
sound
Metro
effects they
Redux.
use, we will work with
on
creators
PS4 or
to
Xbox One. You get it pretty cheap, and it's
guarantee
both
that
the first and
their
second
games
game,
look
and they are awesome.
and play best on Xbox One. Like this next game, generations have
play as the
loved
Metro
role-playing
Station
games from Invented Studios in
Shake it.
Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series.
Role-playing
For
series.
the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, I knew this was coming. The first time ever. Forget that 2.8 was entirely not on your system. Don't worry about it.
It's cold. Guess he's too used to the beach.
Oh, hey, I get a bingo
Islander,
point.
what can I say? Look, even the sea's turning to ice.
You can see the frozen world. I wonder if we also get to see a little bit of Big Hero 6.
Boy, I'm at 3. What are you at?
I don't even know. I don't have mine up right now.
Man.
My computer's dead, so I can't get to it.
A walking,
Hey, what's up, Solitary?
talking snowman. You
Hey,
really are alive.
what's up, Nick?
Hello.
Man,
Olaf, are these your friends?
beautiful. I don't even care for
Never
Frozen that
met him.
much, but this
Don't
looks
know
so
anyone
good.
blue, green, or Kusaki spikes.
See, at this point, I don't want Donald to heal me on time because it'll take away from the personality I've expected from him.
Yeah.
But in 2.8, Mickey did a great job of, well, technically 0.2 when you're playing as Aqua. Mickey did a great job of healing you whenever he was with you. So
That's cool. I know we've seen this kind of already pretty much, but I like it.
there goes that tangled grapple hair that they talked about.
Didn't catch that one.
Oh, this looks so awesome, man. This is going to be Gummy Ships, my boy. I was so excited.
And it's actual,
People didn't
like,
want it, but I needed it.
I don't understand how. That Heartless is pretty cool. What are they dropping?
That was a Dream Eater, I think, anyway.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it must have been Heartless. With it to have a
You
heart.
can control ice.
Control it.
There we go. Get that Utada.
No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Hark!
Well, I know that's where they're going in the beginning of the game, right?
Oh my God, no, Ryan. I completely disagree. There is so much. You know how many worlds we probably don't even know are going to be in the game? And this is so little. The Kingdom Hearts games are so long.
Didn't Dream Drop, didn't it end with them having to go find Hercules?
Yeah, go find him. They've already confirmed that it will be the first world.
Because he had to use his Keyblade
Roxas
to open up the
does
world to travel
exist.
there, right?
His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town
Oh.
is just data.
Beautiful.
So what will Elsa accept?
Marluxia?
Light
Oh, not
or
Marluxia,
darkness?
Martine.
I know I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
I want to know who Lucio is. Who's that? That's
Aqua?
Kyrie.
This Keyblade.
Kyrie? Oh.
Is that?
No, she has the armor on. No.
Mickey,
Oh, it is. How did
It's
she get?
Aqua.
Oh, yeah, that's right at the end of.
you're
yeah.
too late.
Oh no!
What?
How did this happen? Oh, how did this happen?
Leave it alone, boy.
Exclusive.
Oh my God.
Xehanort got to her first. Wow. What do you mean? Shh, don't shoot me on this.
Oh my God.
More CFP stuff.
I want y'all to know.
Ew.
This has got my heart going. This has been a good conference so far.
It is.
I don't care if it's multiplat. It's got me hyped.
I have so many questions.
Woo. I'm flustered, guys. Woo.
So this is Sea of Thieves. I'm going to talk over this. I don't really care about that much. So Xehanort got to her first.
I don't know. But it showed me everything I needed to see. Which, first of all, is gummy ships, my boy. People thought they wouldn't come back.
Actual good-looking combat gummy ships. That's the only complaint I ever had. How
you
stiff.
Shut your mouth.
It's stiff.
I
didn't say it was bad, but it's stiff. You cannot
I think you just need
ruin that
to cool
laptop.
off.
Get that karma.
There you go. It's got a screw on there. That'll be fine.
I sense that you brought me something to inspect. Show me.
I know, Coach.
I have so many
I want
questions.
to cry from happiness.
The waves of change roll throughout the seas.
Is this like the first,
and a new land
expansion of the game already? Did it come out like 2-3 months ago?
Shores, a place of
well, they needed to move quick on it, considering that people were kind of blotting them for a lack of content.
And from the depths, skeleton.
I will say this is a cool trailer. Doesn't mean it'll be good in the game.
Has a cool premise.
This is a good CGI. Like, it's really cool.
Loose upon the sea of thieves.
Now I'm curious. I'm more intrigued
me a portent
by that.
most terrible.
Who is Lucian? I want that answered.
Well, don't worry about that. We'll figure that out.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I'll give you 10 for it.
Who is the Master of Masters?
Exactly, Corey. You can have the questions answered in January.
No.
Yin Sid is the Master of Masters this entire time.
I'd be so let down. Don't you even joke about that. I would be pissed if that was what happened.
So is this going to be gameplay? Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, Battlefront.
EA dice, yeah. Battlefield or Battlefront, but I'm pretty sure Battlefield.
You know, Microsoft may do a good job of being like the alleviator.
That was Kingdom Hearts right there.
No, I know.
That was
I know exactly what it was.
Great sword plunging in.
Da mit som barn fortalte mig historier om skapninger og monstre.
But I'm curious. Microsoft's doing a good job of being an alleviator.
At nogen er derude. Og du fortælle mig, hvem det er?
Me too, Ron. I'm excited for the game. This game.
So I assume that was probably a bit of one of the war stories?
Well, they showed that in different cuts in
the original, yeah.
Exclusive. World premiere.
Okay. Let's see what we get.
God, the voiceover. I just really wish.
Oh, a new Forza game.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4, I would imagine. Or a new one. It'd be good to start introducing something new into it, but this looks like Horizon.
Horizon 3 was a masterpiece. Let me get this on PC.
Got to utilize that 1060.
6 gigabyte. You got to clarify. Let them know about that one.
Battlefield 5 hashtag me too. Skate 4 is coming. Dude, I know that after yesterday, I can't let myself get hyped for Skate 4, so let's just pretend it's not going to happen and just be surprised as hell when it does.
See, as much as I like the Horizon series, specifically 3, I think these trailers are always a little too long. Maybe that's good for the fan, like the real fans, though.
Racing games are hard to make compelling trailers for because the action is in the moment-to-moment gameplay, not in what you're seeing, you know? Game looks good. Like
Horizon looks really good for 3.
Oh, I'm sure. And this will be, another one of those 1X truly leveraging the 1X games, I imagine.
And the off-road stuff like this and Horizon 3 was actually really solid.
Forza with skateboarding. They work it in here.
You can see my ABAC 9 bearings clearly. Those Bone Swiss red bearings. You know it.
Skate with cars. That's basically Burnout, man. The Hall of Bones. Whenever you wreck your car, just mix those two together.
Corey said he's gonna cut you.
What are you gonna cut me for? Because am I talking about Skate? I want Skate to happen. Just pretend it's not, and then be
Please welcome
be soiled.
From Playground Games, Ralph Fulton.
No, see, this is the things that mess with pacing.
This is the pacing problems Microsoft has.
It depends on how long he's out here, because the thing is, they just showed back to back to back to back. Breaking the pace is not a problem, but how long do you do?
We're going to see a new McLaren car.
Fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain. Forza Horizon 4 features dynamic seasons in a shared open world, and seasons change everything. Let me introduce you to some of our team who will be helping demo the game today.
Oh, okay, so they were going to use these
Bill,
Xboxes on stage.
who is online with a few friends in the beautiful English countryside. He has chosen the incredible new McLaren Senna.
How did I guess it?
And say hi to Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital,
that is
Edinburgh.
Not me.
So Solomon is driving the
Hoonigan
controller
showed off. I can't remember what it was called.
And please welcome Andy, whose off-road buggy is perfect for taking jumps, scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in
Forza
her
looks
highly
good, don't it,
customized
Blake?
Nissan
I actually may try
Silvia.
this one out because I've heard a lot of good things about 3. I may try 3 out.
The sky is
I just
blue,
wish that
and
playing
it's
on
the
computer didn't mean I had to wait for
perfect
the drop in
day for a
price.
drive.
Ooh.
Forza Horizon 4's Britain is a shared open world. When you play,
Okay.
Oh, they're all playing together. That's
okay.
Cool. This is real
This
cool.
is exactly what I wanted, and it's, I mean, on a grander scale, what I wanted from 2015 Need for Speed, which was cool, but it was very, it was, you know, it was you and 7 others. This looks like if it pulls off well, and it's you and like
He's
even 20, 30 people in an instance, this would be awesome.
Speeds made even more thrilling on Xbox One X by the brand new 60 FPS mode. Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby.
Did you say 60 frames
As you
on
can see,
Xbox One X?
Horizon 4
I don't know if he said
is
Xbox
still
One X.
full
He said new
of
mode.
action-packed fun.
But they are bringing out
And
something
now
interesting.
we're going to show you
That
how
Xbox One looks
seasons
weird.
change everything.
I wonder if it's because it has a capture thing built in that's different than like a normal capture card.
In Horizon 4, every season changes the world
Oh, that's
around
cool. They
you,
actually put, like,
with
leaves
each
out.
bringing its own unique
Good presentation. They
beauty
never
and
lack in
unique
presentation.
gameplay. One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet.
Now, I assume that means
Solomon
you'll
and
still have
Rebecca
AI
use the new
races,
quick
right?
chat feature on
Oh,
the
I'm
D-pad
sure, yeah.
And then
to
you can
start
also
a new
pull together
friendship.
a race
It
of your own.
looks
Boy, that
like Rebecca
customization
has
looks
found
beautiful.
some
I really need to
like-minded
try Horizon.
friends.
Horizon may be what I want like, in terms of my in-between Need for Speed games.
It's great
Oh,
to
no,
play
yeah.
solo,
It certainly
but
is
it's better
it's
to
definitely
play with
fun. That's
others.
what 3
Horizon
reminded me
4
of.
lets you seamlessly enter co-op from within the game world.
I need to have a game to flex my PC's muscles anyway, so I might as well get something like this.
Seasons, time of day,
Beautiful.
and
60
weather
frames per second on the
conditions
Xbox.
are
So
dynamic.
that's cool. Good for them.
But they are synchronized
Good move.
for
Good.
every
Because,
player.
I know my
so the
PC will be
entire
running
Onrush in
community
60 frames per
will
second was
experience them at the
crazy
same
smooth.
time.
It's kind of weird. I've never played a racing game in 60 frames.
Jonathan said everything the crew should have
Now,
been.
as
I
much as
agree.
we'd all
Didn't
love
play the
to
crew,
sit
so
and watch the
I'll
sun go
reserve
down
judgment
together,
there.
let's see how this scene looks in winter.
I'm not going to say it on stream, but that is hilarious.
The entire open world changes beyond recognition.
This is cool.
In winter, the lake
Does
is
it change? So he said it
solid,
changes with
and
real time to the world,
previously
right? So if you're
inaccessible
playing in
areas
the winter,
can
it's
be
winter.
reached.
And then the lake
trees
that is
have
there in
entirely
summer's
lost their
frozen over.
leaves, and snow
That's
and ice
dope.
cover the terrain.
Good
The
idea.
Man,
visuals
Xbox doing
and the
good this
driving
year so far.
experience couldn't be
I like the
more
pacing in
different.
this one a lot better.
And now
Yeah,
a
and to
blimp
think I
has
was going to be
appeared
bored
over the
throughout
ice
this.
to signal the
When
start
they
of
See,
brought
this
it
is what I
up.
was saying. You're talking about this is ruining the pace. He came out to
Forza
show
Horizon Live
this,
invites
which
the
helped be
entire
a
community
pace
to come
breaker
together
and spending a little
and
more time on something.
cooperate
This is
to
good.
win
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's not in the same direction as last year, which I like.
And while they head off to
They
the
show
event,
stuff I'm
I'd
more
like to
fond
show
of
you
than
how the
last
world
year.
of Forza Horizon 4 looks in spring.
It's going to be all rainy. Get them raindrops on the windshield.
Once again, the world changes completely with the seasons, bringing new driving experiences, new gameplay, and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza
No, I'm sure it's
Horizon
pre-recorded.
4,
I don't honestly.
and the
I mean,
huge,
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
fun-loving Horizon
It seems like a lot of
community
waste to go through
will be
setting up
there
those
to
TVs
enjoy
just
them
to
with
have this
you.
be pre-recorded, but it kind of would have to be for that. You can't be going. Is the game really going to go
Today,
slow motion when
you've
you're
seen
jumping?
a
You know what I mean?
completely
When you're
new
doing
take
live
on
with everybody
Horizon.
else.
I don't know.
In Forza Horizon 4, you will live
that
in
is
a
weird.
vast,
Yeah,
well,
beautiful
they're connected
world
by land
in
too,
which
right?
dynamic seasons
And maybe
change
pull everything. Who knows?
everything.
But yeah, that's a good point, Steve.
Forza
Depending on how
Horizon 4 is
PlayStation
coming
chooses to
to
roll with it
Xbox
tomorrow, and the
One
fact that we
and
know things,
Windows
it could
10
really
on
ruin the
October
way that we
2nd, and I
perceive
am
Sony's
thrilled
pacing.
to announce
Because this is
that
actually
it will
really
be
good so
included
far.
in Xbox Game Pass
I mean,
on
from
the
the game
same
standpoint, it's been
day.
fine.
Thank
Xbox
you so
Game
much.
Pass.
Yeah, but from a
Welcome
pacing
back,
standpoint, this has been
Phil Spencer.
well done, in my opinion.
Well, I just saw Gears of War in there.
No, Forza, they went to a deep dive with Forza Close, so you did not miss anything, man.
It was good, though.
It does look good. I like
We
racing
know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into
Please
Xbox
tell me
fans.
this is for a new IP or something
My
cool like
team
Fable.
and I take our
reboot.
commitment to you seriously to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console. This is why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox. We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form.
Have you tried
And we
lowering
found
your
innovative
stream to
game
see if it catches up?
designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now,
Speak my
I'm proud
language.
to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio. The Initiative.
Ooh.
Okay.
Led by Daryl Gallagher, a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years.
Name sounds familiar.
This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios.
I guess I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
This studio caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise.
Of course.
They just released their second infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be, yeah.
Now, it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games.
Now that's the Forza people, right? The Forza Horizon.
Haven't they always?
Rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship.
Good on them. They needed to actually
Playground
bolster
Games
their
continue
serious
to
first
work
party,
on
not
Forza
just
Horizon,
they actually own the studios. That's
They're
great for them.
bringing their open world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later.
What's my now?
And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to my.
You are shitting me. What?
So Hellblade's coming to Xbox.
Hellblade's already on Xbox.
Is it really?
Yeah, it
I know it's
came out
on
earlier.
PC.
But hold on.
Holy crap, dude.
On Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox.
They're going to get a new Ninja Gaiden.
And a minute into
that's
playing
never mind, that's
Hellblade,
separate.
you know you're in the hands of master storytellers.
Oh my God, the
who
thing
are fearless
that
about telling bold cinematic stories.
that kills me
This is a
because
team
I really
gifted
wanted
in
another
creating new
Hellblade,
franchises.
and I really wanted something like it,
we've
and we're
got
not
a
going to get it on
fifth studio
PlayStation
to
now.
announce. Compulsion Games.
I don't know.
2 years ago,
These
we
are the people that
premiered
made.
a game we couldn't get
Gone
out
Home.
of our heads.
No, they're the people that are
A game
currently
that
making the
captivated us
We Happy
with its
Few.
strong, fresh,
no, I
and
don't count
intense
this
storytelling. We Happy Few is nearing its full release to gamers everywhere.
Ninja Theory does Ninja Gaiden, right?
So please help me in
Ninja
welcoming
Theory
all
has only
of our
done
new
Heavenly
studios.
Sword, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. They did the DMC reboot.
By
and
joining
they've
us at
done
Microsoft
Hellblade.
Studios, these
Team Ninja.
5 new teams will have the resources, the platform, and creative independence to take bigger risks, create even bolder worlds for you.
Truth is the enemy of happiness.
I gotta say, the only thing to
Isn't
me
that the decision
that
we
Ninja
all
Theory
made?
purchase is heartbreaking. Definitely when Ninja Theory did so well with
you
Hellblade
know
as an
the
independent
truth, don't
studio.
ya?
Yeah. And I really don't care
There's
about
not
this
a thing
game
I
either.
can tell you that you don't already know.
The initial trailer was really cool, but
Have
they've
you
shown
had
it a
your
little too
joy,
long.
Ollie?
The idea
People in
is
town
cool.
are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in rainbows. Have you not
Did they really
noticed?
just bleep that out?
Ollie.
DNC was
Why are
good,
you all
but
wearing
I can't.
those ridiculous new
Oh my
masks?
god.
You should get one. They
So much
shake
for
your
Newsfairies
face
believe
when
in
you
independent
smile.
AAA development.
And when you
Oh my
smile,
god.
you
I just
can't
that
help
really
being happy.
that's a bummer. But I understand the move from Microsoft's side. I just wish that Ninja Theory wouldn't have done it. That's, you know, I'm not mad at Microsoft.
It may help with funding for future games, though. We may not see them on PS4, but at least they'll be able to make the games they want to, though.
I think that they would have been able to pull that off from Hellblade alone, but whatever.
Fabulous day in Wellington. Do what you should be doing.
This game does not look interesting to me.
Sally?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the blackberry?
I can't tell, like, obviously I'm getting like Bioshock vibes from this, and I always have since the first trailer.
It wouldn't
I'm
happen,
getting something
Jonathan.
else.
It wouldn't happen, but that would be the equivalent gut punch. And I want to say that in general. I would not necessarily be happy that Sony, if Sony would have bought Ninja
until we
Theory.
take their joy.
Because it's not about the fact that I won't get to play it on PlayStation. I don't feel like that's a studio that makes sense to go.
They'll murder each other
But
in
whatever.
the street.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna harp on it anymore.
I was actually
Yeah, hey
releasing for
RJ,
once.
what's up, buddy? They purchased Ninja Theory, so goodbye Ninja Theory as a multi-plat studio.
Horizon 3 looks really cool.
New Metro looks really good. Horizon 4, sorry.
Or 4, yeah, you're right.
So, yeah.
This is launch exclusive, right?
I think.
This is PUBG.
We Happy Few looks really good with the initial launch trailer, and the more they send off on it, it just doesn't sound like the kind of game that I would enjoy. It's like, you survive for as long as you can. It's a random generated map, and there's, not for me.
Why are they showing PUBG again? It said launch exclusive.
Hellblade? Brian? Oh, dude, Hellblade was awesome. It had great pacing and storytelling. It was really beautiful.
The
and
sound
even though,
design.
And actually what's funny is, it introduced a lot of things that were cool about God of War, like the single shot camera before God of War even came out. And I just thought, sound design was awesome. Had great combat to show like what, and again, a lot of this is tempered by the expectation of the price, but I think for what it was trying to do with the price it was doing it did extremely well. And I was hoping to see something of its ilk from them again, because you've not seen another, independent studio make that kind of move. It was very well done. It had a lot of atmosphere to it.
Oh, it's war mode 50v50, I bet. Yeah, they're working together. Interesting. I'm sure there'll be a trailer at E3 for PUBG for Sony. Curious to see how it's going to run on the Xbox or PS4 Pro. It's far out.
Considering that they're trying to play catch up to Fortnite, yeah,
What
a
is
little
this? What was up with that cinematic part?
I don't know.
Or maybe I'm wondering if it's like they're adding snow to the game.
World premiere.
All right, Richard, I know. Don't get me wrong. That's funked me over a little bit, but I'll still give them this. It's so far a good oppressor for them. We're getting the Japanese games they needed.
You have me intrigued.
Oh, yes, he's right. First person. That was the point of showing the snow in that form. You can play first or third person, I guess.
Oh, I don't guess they have first person servers yet. Is this a new Tales game or is this a remaster?
I'm not sure. Is this Vesperia?
Yeah.
I never played Vesperia because I didn't like Tales series a lot when I had the 360. Oh, brought to the West for the first time.
So this may be like a deluxe version.
What series have we not gotten in the...
It said Tales of Vesperia.
But it said brought to the West for the first time. What does it mean?
It's probably a remaster with stuff that...
It came here. Now, okay, unless it's multi-platform, because PlayStation 3 got Vesperia in Japan, but never over here. It's my understanding, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. Yes, it remastered. So I'll get this for PlayStation for sure, though. I doubt this is not it. Or I didn't say world exclusive, did it? It's a world premiere. Definitive edition.
I'll probably get that.
Yeah, I will too. That looks good. I never played Busteria, but
world premiere.
Bursaria, you mean?
I thought it was Busteria. T in there.
Washington, D.C.
Hey, Ryan. There you go.
On Earth.
Jinx, Pinks, Punk Joke, you owe me a
Within its
code.
limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel.
So I'm curious,
In
is this
the
going to
event
take
of an
time at the
attack,
same
critical
period, but
personnel
in a
are
different area?
evacuated,
Like you're saying
underground
that
shelters
the
open,
effect of
while
it in
complex
DC?
defense systems
Potentially.
patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus. 27 days after patient zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers, civilians
You the one with that
left in
top
the
bun?
streets.
What up, son?
America is on the brink of collapse, but some people have survived.
Ryan
Gardens
died.
grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, brother fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak
Be more
began,
literal with
a
the
remnant
division,
of a
the
corrupt state
terminology?
lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, enough to excite me. I think that that's a cool premise. Oh. Yep, this is it. Boy, you getting it, Ryan. You getting to see that. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think you're getting it, RJ.
Yep.
Matt, that crash site is just ahead.
This looks beautiful.
It does. Wow.
And that's surprising.
Duke, Kit, did you guys
Is
hear
this so
that?
far in the future
Yeah.
that DC is like a jungle wasteland?
No, let's see. You may go different places. You may go around DC as well.
I don't think.
You know?
Is there a place in there DC that looks like this?
No, but my point being is that you may have missions that take you outside of things that will affect what's going on at home.
That would be sick.
Oh no, the Division 1 looked beautiful, but this looks even more so. This is like kind of surprising jump. There goes that detail.
That'll come in handy.
That's gonna be the new
Children's Garden. Okay, this is in DC.
The new gen's door closing.
So you guys are coming or what? Yeah.
That was the trailer to game.
Yeah, the trailer they did for this
Merry
game
Christmas.
that came out last year. Yeah, it looks
For
like a
this
zoo or
game?
maybe a terrarium, something like that, where it's
Oh, here's the door.
It's crazy we're so far in the future that it looks like that.
Karpinski, it's the division.
All right, let me just talk to this guy.
Well, it's like a biodome, basically. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Those true sons assholes confiscated them, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay,
Pinwater Station.
meet us at the sinkhole?
I wouldn't
Yep.
ask for help anyway.
Okay, sure.
I don't know what else to do.
Whoa, buddy.
Wow. Okay.
We'll see. This is
Definitely from the
probably
capital.
showing on 1X or PC, but I mean, still good
You should
looking.
have a new side mission on the map.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Okay, do it after the crash site?
Temper your
Sounds good.
expectations. I'm sure this is 1X or PC. I mean,
They're
it
just ahead
pretty
of
much
us,
has to
man.
be in the fact of. Or, you know, the Division never came to PC. The first one did it. So this is
Hey,
probably
I see you.
1X
I'll
gameplay.
be up in a sec.
Division is on PC, isn't it?
Kit, we
I don't
gotta
think
get
so.
you leveled up. I know. Please help. I've been busy.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Toxic chemical residue detected.
I might be wrong.
A lot of loot down there.
Hey, you guys should really check this out. Almost there. So that's the control point.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, wait for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought I was sitting on it before on sale.
Let me adjust my build.
Got my crossbow and chem launcher.
I must have thought that
crossbow.
That it and Destiny were the same in that regard. But
crossbow.
Chem cloud out. Matt, can you flank them and get a clear shot?
Man, these solar, the sun highlights that they're going, the spectral highlights look
Got
great.
her.
Ooh.
That bullet, like stopping power hitting that rocket is really,
Matt, look out.
really satisfying.
All right, let me try to get that tank off you.
The force that it has sounds
More
realistic.
bad guys on the other side of the plane.
Or what I can imagine being realistic.
Dude, come on.
Yep.
Matt, I need your help. Over here. Seeker mine out.
What was that?
A Seeker mine. That's pretty cool.
That's sweet.
When does PlayStation start their E3? Tomorrow at
a little help?
7:30.
8 or 1, yeah. Look it up to be sure since we were off on today's.
Thanks, Matt.
I mean, the UI looks just like the first
Through
game.
the plane.
Unless, what exactly do you mean?
Yeah, I'll see
Because I know that you don't like the UI in the normal game. You turn it all off, but
got him. I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on.
And the UI to me just looks like a little bit of rinse and repeat, which is not the worst thing.
So it's 6 p.m. PT.
Get that weak
so it's going to be 8
point.
p.m. here. Central Time.
Oh, crap. Matt, watch out. Setting my drone.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
yeah, I know Ryan, but I would imagine they carry the ability to turn as much on or off as you like, like the first game had for you. So it should be in this CPU.
Nice.
All right, just lay it on him.
Again?
Drone down.
Looks like bullet sponge is going to be an issue, which is my only, like, one of my only
problem in all of these games.
Yeah.
Problem in Destiny as well.
Level 30.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
All right, flare is up. Control point
Sorry,
is
Richard.
ours. Nice.
You can always watch the stream
Guys wanna
later, or
check
you can
out the
watch it
plane?
whenever we post to
Let's
YouTube
go.
if you want to watch it that way, and we'll figure it out.
Analyzing
And we'll upload this to YouTube right after we're done with
Like a
the
rough
in show.
landing.
For anyone who missed anything, like Corey. By the way, Square is tomorrow doing it.
Whoa, that's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
Jonathan, what's that map called on Rainbow Six that inside
So,
of that
game
endpoint
plan.
looks exactly like?
Take the capital back. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go.
Isn't your lunch an hour though?
Yeah, I'm taking a spin.
It's at 1, right?
12.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Please welcome the head of engineering, Xbox
We'll
Game
double check when we're
Pass,
done with this.
Ashley Spiker.
That was pretty cool. Enough to give me some excitement.
Little long in the tooth, but you know. She looks nervous.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many
Probably the
incredible games to play.
Prompt came up late.
Storied franchises, uncharted worlds,
Yep.
new releases,
Skeletal hit
and
detection
cult
did look good. You
classics.
see when they shot him in the knee, he kind of fell
Genres
down.
we love,
That
and
looks nice.
genres we love to explore. There's only one problem.
Jonathan.
Too often we are forced to choose one amazing game over another. So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all? The answer? Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play.
Are they updating it?
And your response has blown us away.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just talking
Not
about
only
it,
are you
recapping.
playing more games,
Well, they're
you're
adding
spending
Bethesda
more
stuff to it
time
now, which
gaming.
is interesting.
Sure.
Freedom
or
of
at least
choice
Fallout,
is leading
everything
to
else.
more discovery, more play, and more fun. And we couldn't be more inspired to keep building and unlocking more for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast.
What?
And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current Ready to Start system, which is manually configured, Fast Start uses machine learning techniques based on how gamers actually play games. And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are
My assumption is that this
over
means that if you
time.
want to play a game as a multiplayer first,
I'm
it's going to know
pleased to
that you
announce
normally
that
play
Fast
multiplayer
Start
first and
will
install that
launch for
section
select
first.
titles in the June update coming
Interesting.
later this month.
We kind of have that option with some games on PS4.
They go fast. Sonic.
Ultimately, it all comes down to the games.
Got 40
We'll
minutes left.
continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo the Master Chief Collection, coming later this year.
That's good,
Good for
them.
them. They're coming to PC. You gonna announce that so I can play Halo 4?
Games Pass is PC.
We also plan to release all new
Boy.
exclusive games from Microsoft Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day as their global release.
That's good.
That was true of Sea of Thieves as well, though, right?
Right.
Sonic is on Game Pass, I would imagine, if it's going to go
Every
fast.
month, we'll also bring new games from leading creative studios into your Xbox Game Pass library.
This is good, too.
Games like Ashen, Warhammer Vermintide 2,
That's sweet,
After
sweet
Party,
system
and
stability.
Phoenix Point, all available on Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release.
That's
okay,
good.
so third-party games, right?
Yeah, select third party.
Yeah, Ashen looks cool.
Warhammer Vermintide looks good, too.
So,
I need to
that's
pick that up on
next.
PC, though.
But let's
Okay,
talk about
play
what's
that on Xbox.
happening today.
Or console, for that matter.
Gamefly 2.0.
Tom
You gotta wait for
Clancy's
your game,
The
huh?
Division.
Hey, Elder
That's
Scrolls Online.
good for them.
Nice.
The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited.
And of course, you still got to pay for your subscription, but smart.
It's $10 a month. Yeah, it's cheap. Or $14 a month.
And
It's
actually,
worth
no,
it.
it's not.
Fallout 4.
What do
You don't
mean?
have to pay for it. ESO's free.
No, I was talking about Games Pass.
Yeah, but even then, that's
All enhanced for
interesting.
Xbox
Unless they're
One
going to get
X
recurring
in
money from
gorgeous
the
4K,
game being on there.
and all of them playable today.
I guess you get them in with
Xbox
that game.
Pass.
Nice, nice. I guess you get them in and then get them to buy the DLC. So that makes sense.
Thank you to all of the developers working with us to bring
Jonathan said
freedom
he
of
has
choice
Vermintide.
to
It's fun.
gamers around
Good.
the
Yeah,
world.
it looks really
with
good.
Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
That is certainly a game, though, that has a bigger PC. That game was really cool. I don't know what game that was.
Me either.
But it has a higher PC base. So I'll play that on PC. If I play it at all. Is Mario going to be on there? I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Now that looks dope.
Hey, look, it's a better looking version of that terrible game I bought for PlayStation at one time to play with Jonathan and Dylan. That looked cool, whatever that was.
Was it Warband?
Raji, that looks cool too. Or at least like I would be interested in. I saw Planet Alpha already, that did look cool.
Yeah, that's...
Islands of Nine Battle Royale. Oh, dude, that art style looks dope.
It does. Wow. Harold Halibut. Oh, dude, is that Clay? That was Claymation, wasn't it?
What?
That game.
That I said was cool?
No. Harold Halibut.
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't see. I was looking at Dylan saying, don't group me into that game.
You know, that looks like Advanced Wars, so I kind of like that. What is that?
I don't know. Graphically, it's got a cool style. Oh, Dead Cells, boy,
Yeah.
that looks so good.
I'm picking that up on Switch today.
Ashen. That game does look cool. Hard to deny it.
I wonder if that's the same people who made Absolver. And I wonder if that montage is counted as like 10 out of their 50 games they were showing.
Possibly. I hope so, because otherwise they're going to have a hard time.
I thought I knew why
Here
I
goes
came
Tim.
here.
Yeah.
I saw it. The end. It was so vivid. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
You said you were going out,
So I wonder if they go into Games Pass does have Halo on
but I heard you through the wall.
PC now.
I
I'll buy it today if it is.
I'd play Halo 4.
Or I'll buy Games Pass today.
Well, it says coming soon. That wasn't today.
We can't let
I thought at
Trinity
the
get
end she
hold of
said everything
this.
we just showed is available today.
No, it said coming soon.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
Yep.
What have
A lot of launch exclusives, no true exclusives. Not surprising. I hope that game's good. I'm gonna get it because I did enjoy the last two. But it looks like it's really running on the possibility of becoming kind of stale with the rest of the franchise.
I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe.
Oh, Infinite will be on PC.
Yeah, apparently though that's saying that's what's replacing Halo Online. That's why it took Halo Online off.
That makes sense.
I'm kind of thought I'll buy Marines in the trailer if that's the case, but curious if we'll get more of that.
We have to trust each other.
Because I never play in these newer Tomb Raiders. I don't care.
I hope it's good. I mean, I have a little bit of faith. It's switching over development hands is a little bit of a worry to me.
It's made by the same people who made.
And it doesn't look like it's graphically that much more impressive than Rise was to me.
He
but,
wants to alter the course
and I mean,
of
not
humanity.
that's a big deal. It's just that seeing those jumps
If
was
you
always
had
nice
that
in like the
power,
Uncharted games.
What would you do?
That's made by the same people who made Mankind.
I don't know if I'd say I like the last one better than Uncharted 4. They still are quite different, even though obviously Tomb Raider took a lot of inspiration from it. But it was definitely a very good game, and I'd say right up there with Uncharted 4. Even though Uncharted 4 to me was weaker than Uncharted 3 in a lot of ways.
The other launch exclusive.
Yep, Session. I have a big feeling this is Session. If this is Skate, then oh my god.
They say I'm like Bruce Willis, unbreakable, die hard. True sickness, put this mic on the tripod. But I'm not Chow Yun Fat. Break 'em, still a pillar of stone.
Oh, no.
If, I have a feeling. The problem is that Session looks so much like Skate that it's hard to figure out. But
well, it is that console launch exclusive, so that means this is coming to PS4.
Not a rapper, you a movie star. Checking who we are, be the cootie star. Molotov cocktail. Checking Yuga score that's cool regardless. A marvelous, majestic. All my power harness shit. My spoken word like a Voltron sword. And these palms close to arsenic. Every madly, deadly come your powers that be.
Hold up, this is probably Session. You just wait.
The powers that be.
It's in you. It's in me.
In MC.
That's all we know.
Yep. Yep. See?
It's in you.
Don't get me wrong. Cool.
Hold on.
And that means it's coming to PS4. Which is good.
In MC.
What were you thinking the Session was going to be a big change to skateboard?
No. I was waiting for the audience to be like, oh, like
exclusive.
You hear nobody clapping that just then.
It's because it wasn't Skate 4. Nah, that game looks cool. And the upside is that that does mean that it's coming to PS4.
I'll play it.
And up until today, we did not know that.
And I've met death 3 times.
Hey,
My first home was Altanova. The curiosity I gained there cost me my first life.
No, it's not.
Hold off.
I awoke again in Tarif, village of the sorcerers.
No, I thought it was Divinity 2. Oh, it
I once
is.
thought that this would be my true
Isn't it?
home.
I didn't make it
Everything
that far into
changed when I
Divinity.
started to ask the forbidden questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert?
Two Worlds 3.
Who was it that was
If
calling
that
me
happens,
from
my
the
God.
depths beyond the desert?
Did this say console
world
launch
never
exclusive
paid heed
as
to
well?
such
Or world
questions.
exclusive?
I think it just said world exclusive.
They just fought on, blinded, and hungered for more and
This isn't
more of the
Divinity.
power. It is time that I, at long last, reveal the
Doesn't look
hidden
bad
secrets
so far.
once and for all.
Actually,
Is this Infinity Blade? have gotten an armor in the first pool. Like,
console launch exclusive.
Come to
Thank
me,
you, Steve.
if you dare to learn your true wretched self. Behold, I am Elezra, the darkness born from the desert.
Oh, Black Desert. I should have known. So it's coming to PC as well. I mean, to PS4. That's interesting.
I'm curious how that game runs on PS4.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
PS4 and Xbox One X.
World premiere. Okay, so let's see what this is. In engine and in real time.
Oh, Beyond Good and Evil.
Sounds about right.
We've known each other a long time.
Maybe not. Earth Defense Force.
You never had this much trouble.
No.
You gonna make it through this?
Devil May Cry?
Oh, wait, whoa.
Hold up. Is this Ninja Theory Devil May Cry?
What's going on? That's Nero's blade.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
What in the hell?
You have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew.
Is this another reboot?
No, it said 5 on the side of the van. But is it like 4 bringing a new character in?
He had Nero's sword though, which I found really interesting.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Now that's really cool. Combat looks great, like always. That's all. That's good.
Yeah, he's real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning.
Didn't Nero have a weird hand too?
Kick demon ass.
Dude, this looks like it's going to play so well.
Well, no, Nero had a demon hand.
That's what I'm talking about. So
that's
I wonder,
a robotic hand, though.
I know, but I wonder if it was...
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
No, okay, I thought it was Dante. Who'd be talking to. That's Nero's sword, so yeah, that may be Nero. He had longer hair, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you cut it, and there you are.
But no, his face looks different, too.
Yeah, but then again, Drake's face looks different in Uncharted 4 than it did on Uncharted 1, so you're moving across console generations. Virgil?
That's not Virgil. If that's Virgil, it's a DMC5 game based around Nope, Demon Hand. That is Nero.
Ah, it gets taken from him.
Yep.
So it's an older Nero. Maybe.
I like Nero, so I'm fine with this.
Now I'm going to have to go back and play 4.
Yep, I am too.
Because I never beat 4. This looks awesome. I mean, hey, again, good on them. Getting this in their showcase, it may be multi-platform, but...
Put him up on the big screen! Oh, man, that Dante looked ugly.
Did that not... Was that Devil May Cry 2, Dante?
Okay, well, hold on here. So, timeline cross... Okay.
Producer Matt Walker.
Let's go a little bit further, because...
It's going to have to take place after 4.
3, 1, 4, 2. So, this is going to be after 2. So, yeah, Dante's going to be a little bit older. I'm excited.
And Nero looked quite a bit older.
That may be why I didn't recognize him at first. Because he had the rev blade.
Director, I wait 4 years for this. Thank you
there you go, Hokoto. What do you think, boy?
Hey, I got another bingo thing. You slack over here.
I can't get mine, dude. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
English is hard.
Or did I? I thought I put
Matt,
on
you
DMC.
do.
I thought I remembered you giving me DMC too whenever you sent it over.
It's been 10 years since
not.
Devil May Cry 4 was released, and fans have been asking for a true sequel ever since. So this is our response, loud and clear, that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back.
I love Nero too. People crap all over 4. 4 was a great game.
I didn't care for 4 when it came out. I didn't say it was a bad game. I just...
Early on in the development
maybe
of
it
Devil May
wasn't
Cry
in the
5,
mood for
we
it.
set our sights on creating something that was going to have world-class visuals. So we've scanned fully costume models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and
Dante's
responsive
up on the
as well.
left.
So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver that amazing gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think that we've made something that feels better than any action game we've ever created.
Hold on.
Battle Royale.
すべてのファンの皆様のために一番の自信作ができました。
I'm glad they got a personable translator.
Yeah.
期待してもらって大丈夫です。
Ichizo-san says that he is convinced that this is the best game that he's ever made because we made it for you, our fans. And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
Have a great E3!
I love when they do that. I love when like the Japanese people just okay, I'm going to use my translator to the last line, and then I'm going to have so much fun with this last line.
Oh, Cuphead.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about this actually. This is.
I'm gonna get this. The delicious last course.
You know, I still gotta say, I didn't get to play Cuphead, but that is a really great, that is a really great looking art style and a cool idea for a game. I need to play it.
$20 on Steam. You got a PC now that can. Well, you had a PC before that can more than handle it, but now you have no excuse. I hope. I don't want to see gameplay footage of this. Okay, cool.
2019?
Oh, I thought it was going to hit 9 and go down to 8.
Oh, yeah.
That'd have been cute.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Okay.
Console launch exclusive.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we got to see what it is.
No, I know.
Finji. Doesn't sound familiar, but let's see.
Hey, it's a little fox. Buying this game already.
He's cute. Well, then you need to get Seasons After Fall, homie.
I've already beaten Seasons After Fall and on the Switch.
Oh, you did get it?
Yes.
Very good. I liked it.
That was good.
Oh! I remember this. This is that Fox, I think. This is that Fox game that's kind of Zelda inspired. So that if it's the game I remember, they changed a little bit of it. Like the character looks a little different.
So it's like a rogue Zelda-like. That's.
I can't remember the name. Give me a little bit, but it was. It'll be on here, I hope, and I'll know if it's the same or not. But yeah, it looked really cool. I like the idea.
I love the music. It reminds me of that game where the mouse was the main character. It was like a little mouse game.
Moss?
No.
Or
it was like
a different thing.
It was a completely different thing. It was like a Zelda-like with a mouse. Is that Anubis?
Boy.
Whoa, that was sick. Now, Tunic. I'm getting it.
Then maybe this, I think it is, because it's got a made-up language, and that was one of the big things. And like the guy made his own language for the game that you can slowly learn to decipher. That's awesome.
Tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer, or teaming up with Xbox Live friends to slay zombies, gaming is an incredible community. We've always believed that building community is vital for gaming. There's real power in our shared experience, sharing the same world, the same seasons, the same campaigns. And there's real meaning in sharing our love of gaming with fellow gamers. This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our briefing, everything you show you will be world premiere games no one has seen before.
Cool. They're knocking out of the park with this one.
They're doing a great job with pacing.
Starting off with something entirely new from our friends at Bandai Namco.
What?
On my last trip to Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere.
I'm still kind of let down that Shadows Die Twice as a Bloodborne.
So,
there are worlds that exist, separate from our own, where the impossible is reality.
Yeah, Brian, they've done well.
Consist of both
this has been a good conference.
And evil. These worlds were never meant to
It's
meet.
Frieza's shit.
Is that? I was gonna say, is it Dragon Ball Z?
But things have changed. Now they have begun to merge.
Naruto?
And our
what the hell?
Are the heroes we call?
Okay, hold up.
Okay, it's a Shonen Jump game.
Uniting to fight for our.
That was Frieza's ship.
So what's the name of that fighting game? That must be what this is.
It's a Shonen Jump fighting game.
It's not, but it's not called Shonen Jump. It's
like Shonen Jump Heroes or something. I had one on PS. It was really good, actually.
There's already been one on PS4 so far of the game I'm talking about. Unless this is a new take on that same idea. It was like Victory All-Stars or something ridiculous. You think I'm kidding? I'm not even that big of a Naruto fan, but if this was just going to be a straight-up Naruto game, even though I know it didn't make sense because it was a city, I'd have been like, all right, let's do it.
Well, so far, we've only seen One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto. So I'm curious as to what else they'll have.
I'm sure they didn't want to show every character.
Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Yeah.
Okay. So not the game I was talking about, but Shonen Jump.
Oh!
Boy, Ryuk.
Unite to fight.
That was
what
cool.
What was Light and Ryuk doing?
Watching and just deciding whose name they were going to write in a book. You see, how do you fight with do you fight with Ryuk? You can't do it with Light because he just write the name down.
Have you ever thought about somebody writing Goku's name down in the book, the Death Note?
Maybe that's why he had the heart attack. They just wrote it and didn't give him a reason.
It's been 15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we're the worms. We burrow in it.
I don't know, but it's not
fighting for every useful piece of land.
You like that, John?
Preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the horrors of the day.
I know not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto here. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
And Light's the antagonist? That would make sense.
Oh, is this?
Get him! You're dead now!
Is this the not Dead Island?
Dead Rising 3?
No.
Oh, not Dead
What's
Rising.
the other
Dead
zombie game?
Dead Island. Dying Light?
Dying Light.
That's what Xeon
will create the world.
Oh, yep.
To come.
Maybe not.
It wouldn't be surprised if it was from the same developer.
Wait until dawn.
Yeah.
Good night. And good luck.
There's a lot of post-apocalypse. Dying Light 2.
Cool, dude. Dying Light 1's great.
So it's set further back because Dying Light, the new one was like, or the first one was more modern, right?
Well, that kind of looked modern. It just looked like it was an apocalyptic style world. Maybe all the zombies had been killed.
Yeah, maybe. It just, I don't know. I guess it looked like it had a little bit of a medieval style into parts of it, like it maybe happened in a weird spot. But yeah, you may be right.
What's interesting about Dying Light is that when it goes dark, it becomes a terrifying
excited to be
game.
working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected emerge from the depths of the city to feed on anyone they can find.
Well, I finally have to go back and play Dying Light.
At the same time, we invite you to a new vision of the
It's
post-apocalypse.
terrifying.
A bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this.
Okay.
So he's technically not the first. Or did he say first game of the series? That's something that works really well in Dying Light 2 is the parkour.
It looks, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it looks like if you tried making Brink's smart movement system, the smooth movement across random terrain, like really leveled up, like, you know, spending time.
Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers,
At first, though,
one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with two survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
You're going to insult us with another final
There's a lot of bad anti-aliasing is what it is.
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeeper's orders, one way or another.
That was brutal.
After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city, as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level, and that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safer for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side. Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city.
There's only zombies at night.
Water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this in turn attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
Man, there's that sensation of being chased by something. And that game, Dying Light 1 did it really good. That I just can't stand. It's terrifying.
Exclusive world premiere.
I like pizza too, Richard. I'm actually really hungry.
A lot of time has passed. You've gotten soft.
What?
Complacent.
Why does this sound like a quote?
You always knew this day would come.
Comic book style?
You always knew the three of you would be needed again.
Is that Mike from Breaking Bad?
You always... Wait, what?
Battletoads! I should have, as soon as the tongue hit. Who's making
new game featuring body morphing genre mashups.
Man, you know how bad I suck
co-op,
for you to work at GameStop.
2.5D
Dylan, I'm looking at you.
The long-running GameStop joke, even when I worked there, people call me like, you know Battletoads?
They're back.
Wow. Okay.
Dylan says time to call
GameStop.
World premiere.
I was born to fight wars that no army could win. There was no fear.
Just cause.
No fear.
Moving to a more natural environment. Yep.
But the rules have changed. The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
I won't be playing another one after the third one.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
Moving to I mean, I don't know, what was 3? Was 3 kind of in a tropical area? Did it change to a
No, yeah, 3 was in a little bit of a tropical area. Like
so a less city-like setting like 1 and 2 were?
There was still a city there, or a little small city, from what I remember.
I mean, they've always got somewhat of an island feel to them, but, you know.
Does that happen a lot? Want me getting shot at? All the time.
Well, so far this has been a great conference. Kudos to Microsoft and to EA for surprising us yesterday.
This is much better than last year. I mean, much
I think this is the best conference they've had since prior 2013. What a weird launch date.
What was it?
December 4th.
This year?
Yeah.
I would imagine, but I was making sure.
World premiere.
Okay, here we go. Another multi-plat. Excited. Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Of all the games, I have to put exclusives on.
A Funko game?
Oh, this is not an exclusive. There's a Funko game, and these happen to be probably console exclusives.
Well, what it probably is that Gears of War inside of a Funko game. You know what I mean? Well, to be honest, this is kind of cute.
Oh, no, it is.
Oh, it's on phones. That's why.
I was gonna say, you heard how riled up that guy, and you heard that just that one.
So here, yeah. So there's where it comes down to
Rod Ferguson.
You know, that's basically, you know, people were talking about the 3 Gears games and how they were of different areas. That's odd at most. I mean, let's look and see. Is there more to talk about from a Gears standpoint now?
13 years ago, when I began my Gears of War journey,
the Coalition
we had
making
no idea how big this franchise would become. And as it's grown, we've dreamed of taking it to new places in different ways to reach even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin.
I hope the whole last
world
10
of
minutes
Gears.
isn't Gears. Definitely since
And
we didn't see
mobile
much
is not
about
the
Halo.
only new place we're going. I'm excited to also announce the true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre,
PC experience.
Gears Tactics.
Oh.
You create a whole new squad 12 years before Gears of War 1 as they hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities.
Cool for them.
It's our take on the classic turn-based strategy genre with a character-driven story,
I need to play
faster, more aggressive gameplay, a customizable squad and equipment, and of course, it wouldn't be a Gears game without a massive boss battle.
Where's my porn pop game? Never coming out, hopefully.
We look forward to sharing more about Tactics with you soon. But it's not just about going to new places. It's also about having new experiences. And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
My God. I feel like that's a little unnecessary, just hitting with 3 different Gears games. Now, I will say that
I think it's drastically different. It's all right.
As Cade,
I feel like they should have spaced them out like with Gamescom or something like
the
that.
biggest and most beautiful world we've ever
Where is
created.
Gamescom?
With the
August,
war for humanity
typically?
escalates on 2 fronts. Outside the capital
They could have done
city
Gears 5
and
today.
within Kate herself.
Or
In this
one or the
moment
other,
from
you
the
know what I
game,
mean?
Kate leads
Gears
a
5 is
rescue
probably
mission
bigger
to a
than
remote
Gears
village.
Tactics, to be honest.
But something goes horribly wrong.
Okay.
Sad though, because you know, like I said, they were rumored, or actually pretty much confirmed, they were working on another IP, and it means that either the team is split, which I really doubt, or that they are having to make this before, you know, while a small sub team makes the new IP.
You could have told me this was Halo music, and I would have believed you.
Kate.
No.
No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this.
Was it Marcus?
Not Marcus. It's Marcus's son. What was his name?
Oh yeah.
JT something. I didn't like 4 that much.
Never played 4. Did Marcus die or something, or is he just old?
He's just old. I mean, I don't know. I didn't beat it. I got like probably 3/4 of the way through.
Kate? I'm sorry.
People are trying to get Dave Bautista cast as Marcus
Thanks.
in an actual live action. He's perfect for it.
For coming here. Of course. Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here? Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Now we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Yeah, you are.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
What?
Something's happening to me.
Oh, there he is.
Interesting.
It's your grandmother's.
Enough. We'll deal with this later.
Now
Foz,
that
round these
ties
people
into
up.
4's story.
I need help.
There's a place up north.
Why does the
I
other
think we
guy's
can find you
armor
answers
say
there.
Phoenix?
No.
Is that Marcus's son?
Absolutely not.
Unless something
have
crazy
orders.
happened at the end of 4.
You'll
No.
go with me.
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice. Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates.
No, Corporal.
You're coming back to New Afira. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to fix this.
Why is Marcus Phoenix still wearing his Fred Durst hat?
Watch her.
Because he's the biggest Limp Bizkit fan there was before the episode.
That's a locust symbol. Yes, so? She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Maybe that is dude from 4, but it sure doesn't look like him. Unless he just really swole the hell up. More than the normal style is anyway.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Whoa.
This needs to be a big shakeup. 4 was way too much like 1, 2, and 3. And I mean in a sense that it didn't feel like, even Uncharted 4 felt like a mechanical, gameplay-wise change. So I'm really hoping that this is different.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Doing a good job so far.
He keeps rolling with the shotgun. That was a well-deserved. Great joke.
You know, the tone of this game, the vibe it's giving off is good. It's crazy.
Hey. What are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
That was JD.
Interesting.
What the hell happens to him at the end of 4?
Interesting.
2019.
5 more minutes left. This is the wind down.
Do we get the Halo? Do we get the new Fable or not? Come on, people.
I want to see the Halo.
In the entire history of Xbox, in the entire history of E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and play all of the great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass.
Game?
Today, we showcased more games than we ever have before. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres.
Oh, did I say doesn't resemble Gears of War 5 or something? I don't know.
Today, we shared our most diverse gaming portfolio in every measure.
Come on.
From breadth and art style,
Tell
genre
me you got
and
that
cultures,
one more thing.
range and subject and setting, scale and story and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox.
1X. Get the rest of that sentence out, bro.
The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly
Xbox focuses on games this year. Plot twist: Sony raises the PS5 tomorrow.
Where can we take gaming next? Our answer: we commit
Playing
and
4D
harness the
chess.
full breadth of
Kingdom
our
Hearts plays best on
resources at
Xbox.
Microsoft
Bam, boy,
to deliver on
PS5.
the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console-quality gaming on any device. Not only that, we are dedicated
Well, then what do I
to
need the 1X
perfecting
for?
your experience everywhere you want to play, on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered
The cloud.
unprecedented performance with Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming.
I don't feel like they needed to say that.
And let's talk about our games themselves. We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. And as you saw earlier, we are making one of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources so we can declare to you today and next year and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox.
And one more thing.
So choose the games you want to play. There are worlds to be saved, heroes to be made, and legends to become. Together. Thanks, and have a great Easter. Oh.
Come on now. Show me something. Okay. Okay.
Watch Dogs 3?
Who the hell knows?
Oh, no.
Project Red. Cyberpunk! No.
Okay.
Dude.
Sony is going to have a lot of competition for this.
Hold up, boys. We got to see what this is. Project Red. Project Red. Come on now.
Yep. It says E3 trailer. New final.
Dude, good on them.
Okay. Sony has a lot to compete for.
Even if it's not Fable, I'm glad it's one more thing. They needed it.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Whoa. Woo!
Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie.
Corey, you came back. Right time.
But it's there. Just around the corner. And it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
Okay. That looks great.
That looks awesome.
That looks fantastic.
From a pure trailer game, I want to see gameplay, but this has got me pumped.
That looks great.
Woo! That was a Battletoads announcement earlier, Corey, but boy, let's talk about this. Cyberpunk 2077. Great way to end it. I would have preferred a one more thing crazy exclusive, you know. This is just a
recap. Yeah, I was like, wait, haven't we already seen that?
Dude, that looks awesome. Ryan, what you think, man? What do you think? I know that you're a Witcher 3 lover. Oh my God, dude.
I was expecting a little bit darker of a world, but that looks great.
Well, see, here's the thing. What they showed gives you the room to go darker vibe when you want to, when you need to, but it gives you a world that might be fun to play in. Now, what I'm hoping is that it doesn't try going towards more of the Grand Theft Auto world, where it's more about how much fun you have in the world than stories within that world. That's what I want. And
I mean, either way, though, the world itself is worth exploring from what I ever saw.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah. How cute this I could go lay down after that. Oh, man. You know what? You going to change it over? Dude. I have to say, that was,
fantastic.
You know what? I know Blake is not here right now. I got to go tell him.
Blade Runner. Yep. Got a vibe from that too.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. Now, Blade Runner does have a darker, general color palette, but man, everything about it was Blade Runner in a really, really cool way.
Kudos to Microsoft. They did a good job.
I really,
they made their E3 fun
do
again.
wish there was a little bit more on Halo because I feel like that was such a vague way to do it. And I do think that one of the biggest things...
And there we go.
We're going to cut them down now.
Live at E3, the press conference. Lots of news and announcements. Jeff Keighley here.
I think that specifically... the biggest misstep they did was even mention the fact that they are working on
a Halo.
Well, the Halo is one thing. The biggest thing to me, though, is realistically that they're talking about working on a new console so close after releasing the One X and not even having leveraged the One X in a really, really crazy way yet.
I think they see that they messed up with the One X. And I think that they are... At least, I mean, we saw that.
Now, they did not say the One X at all. You know, I don't think they even said the words at all.
I think we can all feel that though.
Now, which is interesting. What they see, they play best on Xbox. Well, I mean, that's not technically true.
It's true, but
it's depending on what console you have. Right? It's true with a stipulation. I mean, I don't know, man. Let's see. Where's Xbox exclusive surprises outside of the studios with nothing to show? See, I agree, Steve. That's the biggest thing is announcing all the studios would have been a lot cooler if there was even the smallest bit of clip to show that, hey, yeah, there's a studio. I mean, showing the studio shows exactly what Phil Spencer talked about earlier this year, which is that they understand that they need to do better in this regard, and this is how they do it. You get the studios to make these games. And, you know, the studios that they acquired, cool, makes a lot of sense. Everything but Ninja Theory makes sense from an acquisition standpoint. But showing something from at least one of them even would have been a really cool way to do things.
I think they did a good job of just showing off. I mean, even if it's not games that worth buy their consoles for, they did a good job of presenting. Period.
No. They had good visual presentation, which I had no doubt in the world that they would have. They always have a really great stage presence and show up. And really, the way that they had everything keyed in for that Cyberpunk reveal at the end, it looked cool. I guarantee you, the people in the crowd were like even more hyped. Like, what the hell? This is crazy. So good for them. I think that that's cool. I mean, I really do. I'm glad that, we talked about the Gears of War stuff earlier today or last night, in the Discord. And I thought at the time, 3 Gears of War games is a lot to show and talk about. And then when they started coming up with it, I was like, oh man, they're going to spend way too much time on Gears. And they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a nice, 8-minute segment, 7-minute segment.
I don't even think that long. I mean, it felt like as a whole, they probably spent 5 minutes on everything.
Probably right. Yeah.
Maybe 6. Which I mean, to show 3 games off in a way that one of them was showing off as much as it needed to be, which is smart.
No, Ryan, the From Software game wasn't exclusive.
No, not exclusive.
Thankfully, I'm having some still residual hope that there is a new
Bloodborne.
Now
here's my only thing, right? And this is more going off. I think we can kind of conclude that Microsoft did a good job overall. And I think that there was a couple of areas that the pacing could have been a little bit better, but overall it was well done. I think that spending so much time on the Games Pass was a lull, and a tad too long of a lull. But it did show information that was at least cool. At least it wasn't a lull that was actually wasted. But when you have a conference this long, the fact that they've managed to keep me mostly engaged is a show for them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm really impressed, and the few exclusives they showed out of the few ones they did show, like Horizon 4, and even the Halo snippet has me somewhat excited, cautiously excited for Halo 6, if that's what that is.
It makes me wonder, so are they not going to move forward with a traditional Halo, or is this trying to take a space in the Halo world in a different area?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. That's what I'm excited to hear
I guess that's my thing. They didn't even say that much. They didn't even say, it's Halo, but it's going to be online. Kind of like what they're doing with Fallout. If Fallout's going to be online, tell me that.
Yeah.
I mean, get it out. Now, I know that Bethesda a little different. Bethesda did not need to say that during Microsoft's. That's fine. Bethesda needs to say it during theirs.
If
we still don't have an idea of what Fallout 76 is by the time we're done with Bethesda's, that's a misstep.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think by and large it was a good idea. The only thing I would have taken back from them is talking about the new Xbox. That should not be something that they're talking about, and I hope that Sony does not follow suit. We all know that Sony's working on a PS5. We don't need to be told that.
Yeah, and I really hope we don't see repeats of some of these games.
By the way, whether or not it ends up coming out in E3, something that me and you talked about a little bit before we actually ended up going live, so I don't think we mentioned it on the stream, is the potential for a Xbox One X price drop, and we didn't see it during there. Now, that doesn't mean we won't see it.
Yeah.
And I think it may have been better pacing to not stop everything just to talk about the One X pricing real quick. That's a better stealth.
Kind of sneak it in
under
there.
or in a post show, something like this, where they just kind of go, oh, by the way, starting today, Xbox One X is $350 or $450. I don't think that that's going to happen anyway. That's not what I'm really expecting from them, but
I think it was good though. It was enjoyable.
Jonathan said, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Corey. Microsoft went really
reversed.
well with this one, and I'm honestly, like I say, I can't help but be surprised that they actually really picked up the things. And now, was it very third-party heavy? Of course it was, but I think they did a good job. Yeah, you like that North Lane, don't you?
The North Lane's good.
Man, I'm trying to think of other areas where I felt like it was weak, but I guess the upside to say is that
I don't think
the fact that I'm having
to
think about it so much means they did a good enough job keeping every downside that I felt they had.
Gears for me was where it got weaker, and that's because I don't really care enough about Gears.
4 fell off for me, but I still think they presented it in a way that was right.
It surprised me too, which it fell off, but like by the end of seeing the actual gameplay, I am hyped also, Corey, for the DLC for Cuphead. Cuphead was an amazing game.
Still need to play it, but
recommend anybody who has a PC more powerful than a toaster. If you don't have an Xbox One, to download it. It costs like $20.
I'm sure it's a little more than that, but still.
No, it's $20.
I'm talking about from a power standpoint, toaster.
I don't know.
But, I mean, okay, so now I want to kind of go down and talk about the individual games because, a lot of these were multi-platform. So, our primary thing is Triangle Squared, obviously, and, that's our PlayStation side. Of course, we didn't want to represent this as Triangle Squared because this is us, a lot of people will automatically see the Triangle Squared and PlayStation podcast and assume that what do we have to be doing? We have to be crapping on Xbox. Honestly, I have to leave here with a pretty glowing recommend. If someone asked me who didn't watch it, how did Microsoft do?
Good.
They killed it.
Yeah.
They really knocked it out of the park. And this actually seems like the year that Microsoft will outdo Sony in a way, potentially, right? Depending on how coy Sony have been with their stuff. If they're actually leaving cards off the table and want to surprise us, great. If Sony really have already put all their stuff up and said, hey, here's the 4 games we're seeing, and that's going to be the majority of the conference with a couple of small things, that's going to be an unequivocal win in Microsoft's camp for me, I think. Because we've seen enough of everything but Death Stranding and Ghost. So those 2 games have their own thing. Well, Last of Us, I guess what it is that even the stuff that got leaked in here, we kind of, it surprised me still, right?
Yeah, how good it looked and how different it was according to my expectations.
Now, I mean, yeah, The Last of Us 2 is going to be great and a big showing for Sony in that particular regard, right? Ghost looks awesome, and it's going to really be huge for me, I think. I mean,
I don't think we'll get gameplay for Ghost.
I think we do.
I hope we do.
And if we don't, that starts to be a little bit of an issue. I will say this: they didn't show a lot of gameplay for the games, but everything was 2019.
They need a blow me out of the water surprise, and that's what they really, really need me.
So Death Stranding is PT is your blow you out of the water surprise?
No, I mean like something that's Bloodborne 2, Dark Souls 4, something that is like just like what Devil May Cry was.
So much like you just didn't expect it.
Yeah, like Devil May Cry, I was expecting it at some point in this E3, but just seeing it was like, bam, it's there.
I agree.
Super pumped up.
I agree. I could see that. I need gameplay for Ghost. I do too, man. RJ, that's exactly where I stand. Now, the reason I say they've got to show gameplay is because we've gotten the trailer. We got the first trailer they showed. We got... What are you doing? Anyway, we got the trailer for Ghost at Paris Games Week last year. We got the weird panel they did at PSX, which I guess was part and parcel with what they were doing at PSX in general, which is like this more like, hey, we're going to be intimate with the developers and stuff. But showing it in that way and just going through a lot of concept art, it was cool, and being there felt like, watching it was like, oh, it's interesting. But now they've talked about the game twice, and this is like a third, saying it's going to be your deep dive. It needs to be gameplay.
Yeah.
Now, how much depends. I think that's one thing. I would stand on the fact that if they can show enough gameplay in a small area to give me an idea of what the gameplay will actually be without giving me too much of the story, that's like the good mixture, because I still expect us to see Ghost some at E3 next year.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. So The Last of Us 2, maybe at E3 next year too. Death Stranding is the big, like, has the potential to be the craziest thing at E3 still on Sony's part, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. All right, Brian, we'll see you later, buddy. Are you going to be joining us for Bethesda? I think you already mentioned you would, so if so, we will see you then. Good bud. And I think that we were actually probably about to wrap this up. I do think real quick on the what I was going to earlier is that with the From Software game, even though it's not, I mean, I know it's going to be a thing. I said it during the stream, but it looks cool, and I'm actually like, great, it looks cool for them. But I think that the fact that Neo came and it somewhat is hitting near the mark of Neo, it's a little bit, it lessens the blow, or it softens how big of an impact it could have been.
Right.
The fact that it already feels like there's a game I can go play right now
that
somewhat exists in
Yeah.
it. And that's, some of that's because Neo existed in that Dark Souls-like style, which I think also is not completely say Dark Souls style, because I do think it shares a little bit of blood with
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, so I don't think that's that crazy, but I don't know, the color palette being a lot different, and it seemed like it's a little more crazy. And of course, having that, even though Neo was very similar, when you actually got to the big monsters they started showing, or the big enemies, whatever you call them, in that
yokai.
Yeah. Or no, I'm talking about specifically in the new, what was it called? Shiniro?
I'm sure it's still yokai.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. But the fact that they showed those, it did have that From Software twist to the
I'm
look,
telling
design.
you, there's a lot of mannerisms in that game that looks like Dark Souls 3. Like the from the door opening very slowly with the stance and everything. So I'm curious if they're running some kind of hybrid engine, and that will be Bloodborne 2 engine.
Or just heavily modifying the current engine. But I think that the other thing, I'm with you on there, because they said they wanted to step away from Dark Souls as a franchise.
No.
And I don't know if it was from a gameplay or a lore perspective. Like, what do you think? Because
probably a lore, probably as a series.
Because gameplay, when you look at that, I mean, it obviously speeds up, right?
Yeah.
It's got some more acrobatic styles to it that you obviously wouldn't see in something like that you wouldn't see in something like Dark Souls or even Bloodborne, even though Bloodborne was still speedier. It looked like you have a lot of control flipping around and stuff. So, I mean, good for them. From Software, it looks awesome.
Jump Force game, Corey?
Jump Force.
Not really caring about it. I don't really like One Piece. Naruto is as meh to me. Dragon Ball Z is what gets me. And I won't buy a game for Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I'm not even going to say that. I think that fighting games...
Death Note, though. I forgot about Death Note.
Yeah, light. And that depends on... I need to see more. You assume that it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
But what is it really? Well, I guess that determines a lot of it.
They showed what looks to be that gameplay.
He says Death Stranding is going to be PT, and they'll show it tomorrow. I don't know.
See.
That'll be an interesting birthday present. So we'll see how that rolls out.
Oh yeah, your birthday is? That's not tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, it is. Today's already the 10th. Look at there.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see y'all back in 3.5 hours for the Bethesda stream. If you don't, then that means you're watching us on YouTube, and you won't see us in 3.5 hours. So
you'll see us whenever you decide to watch the other one, if you even do. So until then, this has been Nartech Gaming and watching along with Microsoft's E3. Good job on Microsoft. I'll say that again. So
good old
we'll see you
Microsoft.
next time.
Thanks.